Oh. Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
There you go.
I sound so fucking weird.
Yeah, make sure it depends on like what.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna
Like when I'm streaming
go
recording.
for the Dallas Cowboys. I want to see their uniforms. Hold on.
Gotta go with San Francisco again?
No. You are not doing San Fran ever again.
That was horrible.
You ain't doing Raiders either.
Yeah.
Or the Rams. Or the Ravens. Or the Saints.
I don't know who I want. I'm just going through teams. I don't want anything overpowering, and I don't
Wait,
want
what?
anything trash.
That looks
Man,
like
that kid's
so.
older than me. I go with the Bears. I mean, I'm good with anybody, but I
Oh,
don't know who's who. Yeah,
no Kansas Chiefs.
I'm just gonna go
These
with.
are the teams we are not allowed to use.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs because their QB is a hoe. Yes, Kansas fans, if you're listening in, your team has
The worst players in the world.
yes.
1970s. Look at the 1970s. Just a fucking stripe.
Uh,
Do you want orange on black or what do you want? Because
uh,
orange on black is my way.
hold on.
See?
Hold on.
My away Hampton jersey.
Hell no. No Texans. No Steelers because yeah.
I've already used them once. I don't really want to use them.
Seahawks is a no-go.
What if I take Russell Wilson out?
Blitz radar.
Clowney's kind of. Yeah, blitz radar means like I can get past the ball faster.
Hold on. I gotta check what time it is.
Yeah. Like if you blitz, I'm gonna be able to get the ball off.
Let me mute my mic. Oh, I can
Oh, shit.
actually do it on here.
Let me go grab my headphones. See what we can hear.
All right.
I might have to grab my shitty mic too.
Okay. Mm. Where the fuck is this? No. Edit stream. Share link. Reddit.
Let's see.
Hold on.
What a friendly motherfucker. Oh, I can hear. What the fuck? Wait, let's see if they can hear me in the chat. Hello, hello. Oh my god, they can hear me. Unmute your mic.
Unmute yours.
Yeah, my mic is unmuted. Oh, Twitter. Tweeter. How do I tweet? I for tweet. And then just hashtag. Yeah.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden football.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Dalton, 1st and 10. That's complete to John Ross. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 74 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 20. Five-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Breeze. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 42 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more epic.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay.
It's caught inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around it.
I think I got a touchdown. I think I got a touchdown.
Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it second and goal.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Fielded about a yard deep. Darnold on first down. Herndon's got it complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now Mayfield dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go play action. Mayfield. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. A first down throw for Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Landry, the intended target.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down. Darnold, they will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Darnold now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Check, cross,
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Darnold from the gun. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Extra point attempt to come here. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Good positioning, and it's picked off. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I can't believe we let you play.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Still going. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder, 67 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a game. Of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This pass complete to Higgins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, 26 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And New York set to take the field. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The shotgun snap for Darnold, rolling to his right, into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here's Bell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Wait, are you sure you put it on right-hand side?
On first down, Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Forced out to his left. Open man is Higgins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Mayfield now. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Darnold now already over 200 yards in this first quarter. And he's got another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback, make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll go for it with Bell. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did
on the 3.
And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this out past the 25.
And you see
that one goes for 24 yards.
As this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing, Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep rights. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and the lead is down to 4. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
A 1st down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 26 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Oh. Bruh. I feel bad for the people that are about to watch this now. What?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Mayfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the internet. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game.
And it's a fumble. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's still fighting forward. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Getting the sense a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Escaping the pressure right. On the catch, it's Crowder. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Darnold now to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Now it's Darnold, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Boy, just as they thought they were going to add to their lead, the rug gets pulled from right underneath them on that pick. And now after that big return, might be the other sideline grabbing the lead.
Yeah, very well could be. This week
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jordan Jenkins gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's been in a pretty good group. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Darnold. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Nope.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing again is Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I...
It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 53 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold letting one go deep for the end zone. And caught by Thomas for a Jets touchdown. Demarius Thomas. 28 yards, and the Jets are going to retake the lead. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. Now Darnold. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
It's the kicker.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If he gets strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On the move to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Right now, it's just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have retaken the lead. And he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Demaryius Thomas gets set to go again on offense. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with you.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Darnold caught here by Griffin. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And out of bounds there on the kick. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Mike, 53, Mike. No, 80. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, a 22.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Flushed out right. He's got Higgins over the middle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we've got a tie game here. A back and forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys have now moved out in front. Now for the point after.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game.
I don't know if he can.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Free kick out of
With the
bounds.
side of his
Kicking
foot.
team.
And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, and this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
Let's go!
Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the
Do
board.
me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go, interception, baby!
The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Airing one out for Crowder, and that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Refusing to go down. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. That's to his running back, complete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus.
And now here is another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who have had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
53, Mike. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Hey, ready?
Off of play action, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll run on first down. Bell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. From the 27, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. To throw is Darnold, continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play up. He's got it at the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It's a big play there for the Browns. 53 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley there to make the grab. As his guys are back within a single score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play. Even when contested, looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 59 yards as they have taken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Seibert on for the PAT.
I did score.
And the lead is now 2.
I don't fucking know.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Second down and 10, Darnold. And a little floater.
Dolphins or Bengals, 1 and 2. I might go with Dolphins though, because I was actually going to go with them motherfuckers.
I was planning on streaming SnowRunner tonight. It's not a 2-player game.
No, I know that. Let's play a little bit. This real quick. Let me see. You can't see who's on the team, can you? Rashad Jones. Food. No. Definitely no. They need to take this team out of the fucking league. I have what, 7 touchdowns and 0 field goals. 0 fucking field goals, dude. And probably 30 flags.
Who you going for?
They got Lamar Jackson going to use them.
Who?
The Ravens.
Fuck that.
They got fucking dog shit people. Dude, they don't have any good runners.
You could be Browns this time.
Fuck no. I will never use the Browns. I literally use any. I've already proved I use any other team but the Browns. I might have to go with Dolphins, dude. Because I don't know who to pick.
I thought you were gonna go to the Dolphins anyway.
I was going with them, but I fucking. I was trying to see. I think. No. Their backup quarterback. Who they got? Dog shot. Dog shot. Dog shot. Okay, I know what I'm gonna pick. Where are they? Where are you? When I never need you. Now that I need you. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. The motherfuckers are such dykes. Okay. What?
Do your
I will not. Rookie slam, baby. Damn, why didn't they keep this? This helmet looks better than the rest.
well, the black and blue doesn't look bad.
Did you want to check who was that?
No.
Me that's doing that shit, dude. Dude.
You're there.
I don't know why it kept going down. Do it even in quarters.
Huh?
You want to do it even or 15?
We can do 8.
Oh, 15. Oh, that's no winner.
Big.
15 minutes is way too long. We're playing on rookie. We played, what, 2 hours yesterday? 3 hours? On rookie? Yeah, rookie.
Shit, I fucking forget.
It's just a bunch of fucking fumbles and interceptions and shit.
Shit, I forget because it didn't say.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and
fucking
Dallas, Texas, and Arlington.
Hold on, I gotta check if I have Zeke and Dak. Yep, I got Dak. He's a halfback, right? Yep.
At the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started, and we are under.
Hey, can you bring me my pen too?
Away from AT&T Stadium. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike by 20! Mike by 4. All day, just like that.
I got one.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up.
Hold on. What the fuck's my mom doing? Let me go get my pen.
I'll be back. She let me at first.
That's what it's called.
Nah.
Tastes like cake.
I'm dying. My lungs are killing me.
Second down.
Alright, you ready?
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This game or not. I don't give a fuck about the Cowboys anymore. I don't give a fuck about the Cowboys no more.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
I got 29. Wait, who do I have? Hey.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Prescott being chased out left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. At defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic and get you scored on again.
Now Fitzpatrick. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Switch. Slam. Wait.
They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
He's white. He's white.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
I'm like a big...
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly
yours is 20.
why he did.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Escaping the pressure right. This to Jarwin. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play here for the Cowboys. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott, and he'll take it into the end zone.
Oh, fucking no. I don't remember. I'm dying.
For a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This one tied at 14.
Fuck the Dallas Cowboys in the ass.
Now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he...
User hit stick it.
Yeah, we hit stick each other again. You would have got it if I was an AI. Or if I didn't hit stick with you.
I don't fucking know what's going on.
It was like a coin flip.
Taking a knee as they'll start.
Right there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devonta Parker, 79 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a very short kick, taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Prescott now, flush to his right. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's good for 28 yards. He had to escape the pocket there when the blitz came, but give him credit. Kept his eyes downfield, made it work.
And that's when I think a quarterback is really playing at a high level. When you see a guy have pressure in his face, find a way to escape. And
it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Cooper was the intended target. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
I don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And now it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Fitzpatrick dancing to his left. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Wait, hold on. Hold up. Game starts. Yeah, 2 interceptions. When?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Balaj. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Durham Smythe, 66 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing.
Here we go. Here we go.
Nope.
Here we go.
Touchdown, Miami.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
180! Watch your time. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Steps away to his left. Going deep here. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devonta Parker with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as they have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Bobby McCain. Cooper was the target there.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. Think it's intercepted.
They go play action here on 1st down. And now he's going to use his leg. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. And that pass puts him up over 200 yards already here in the first.
And what it also does is it allows the offensive coordinator to be not selective anymore.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devonta Parker doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least...
That is caught by Williams. For a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, 31 yards. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down because when one guy shreds your team, that's the... Moralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Interception. Come on, guys. We got this.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's complete to Williams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick, flushed out right. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. They'll get 34 yards there. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again, Fitzpatrick. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devonta Parker on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just 1 shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott.
I caught that.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Prescott now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Caught by Cobb. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll throw again. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Infraction defense.
I'm gonna accept that.
Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Getting set to go again on offense, here's Devonta Parker now. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Dolphins. 42 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 4 yards out. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders on for the extra point.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
And he's able to put it through. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. Intended that time for Cooper. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chidobe with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Just bowling over tacklers. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they got themselves a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Parker, the intended target, and that'll make it third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Fitzpatrick, buying time to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Watching your guys. Here we go. Check, boys.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Rolling to his left. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
55. Check, 55. Mike.
So we've reached halftime in it. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Cowboys 42. Jason
Sanders now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Format to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set to go again on offense, here's Devonta Parker now. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they have a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
White 80! Crunch down, defense. He's checking, Left.
Throwing on second and long. Fitzpatrick eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
And you're trying to show off. Almost
Wilson, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half is getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
You said right.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now this throw caught left side. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 64 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run. He's
Hold on, oh, you motherfucker.
going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
One of the Minnesota ones.
Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devonta Parker now. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Fitzpatrick on first down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Toss play to Balaj. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Fitzpatrick dancing to his left. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devonta Parker there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Escaping the pressure right. Flush to his right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
I didn't do shit. He was the one that fucking, did something. He ran out right out of bounds.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Cooper was the target there. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
Wait. I got 8 fucking interceptions against this bitch.
What the fuck?
Yeah, funny.
8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Because with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go. Do it. 20. Check right 54.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick sliding out of the pocket. It's caught by Clive Walford. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage.
And the dude went and fell on his face.
After the catch, is that play good for 30 and a first? Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Fitzpatrick now. Caught by Wilson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Yeah, it was the
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let me have this touchdown.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles Harris gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
I know.
After the sack on first down, Prescott steps away to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 67 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So
hold on, I gotta check who's all on. Hey, he's on. I could check if he wants to play some SnowRunner tonight. Yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't know yet. I think you gotta.
The back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is going to be.
You're at the 3. Here comes your safe. Here comes the safety.
Brought down at the 3-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
That's what you guys are doing.
Check. Lucky. Any weapons?
On first down, Laird. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Fitzpatrick flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Here's Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jeff Heath. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up coming.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
You're on your 18.
And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the...
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Caught. It's Wilson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Forced out to his left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, 95 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go!
Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devonta Parker now. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds even though he did catch the football.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Check 13. Wait. Rush in. Hey, alert 3.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick escaping the pressure right. He's airing it. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
They run it with Balazs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jalen Smith able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Fitzpatrick to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Over.
Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. Past the 20. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
For me to kill someone. I think it's...
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 23 yards on the play.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that time out to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now Fitzpatrick, flush to his right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They'll set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. To throw again on second down, Fitzpatrick. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Fitzpatrick. He's going to loft one deep. And got his man complete.
We got this.
Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Devonta Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Fitzpatrick. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of thing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll run here with Balaj. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
You don't win off.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They had the chance to go up 3, they fake it, and now a field goal the other direction. This game's over.
It shows that we're still adjusting to the rule change of a couple of seasons ago about overtime, right?
Yeah.
3 points doesn't win it if it's the first 3 of overtime.
And do you believe believe this.
I got
It's a
stuck on my
safety,
fucking
and the ball
player.
game is over. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on
I
top.
got stuck on my fucking player. Hmm?